Hey everybody, glad you can join me again. I have a stack of records here that most of these are items I have not heard before. These are kind of like recent finds. There's a few I do know extensively about, and I will talk about them. But most of these I'm just going to show them to you. Here's a great album, Warren Zevon's Excitable Boy. Werewolves of London is his biggest hit, and this is from this album. This album is a who's who of performers and guest performers like Jennifer Warren, Linda Ronstadt. We have Mick Fleetwood and John McVie, who played along on the song Werewolves of London. We have Leland Sklar and Russ Kunkel, I believe. And they all join forces with Warren Zevon's unmistakably macho voice. And every song in this album is good. The first song I heard, actually, though, was a song called Roland the Headless Thompson Gunner. Yes, it sounds like it sounds. I mean, yeah, it sounds like it sounds. J.D. Souther, I think everybody's familiar with him. I had never heard of this album, but I just got it. It's called Home by Dawn. I think that's what it's called. And it's funny because on the cover it looks like that's what he's thinking, Home by Dawn, and she's thinking, I don't care, I'm tired, I'm sleeping. I'm sorry, I had to get a little frivolous there. Haven't heard this one yet, so if any of you have anything you wish to add about that, let me know. Leah Kunkel, I Run with Trouble. Found this in a dollar bin at the record store that I spend my entire life at. That's Spectrum Music here in Wichita, Kansas. Here we have Woody Allen. This is an unusual record. I haven't heard it yet, but there's recipes on the back. I just can't equate Woody Allen album with recipes on the back. But I'm going to try some of those recipes. This here, I'm not sure what this is. I think it's a record which actually promotes sound products, like amps and stuff. I found this at a thrift store for like 50 cents, but it has some pretty good songs on it. It's got Rita Coolidge, Nice Feeling, The Strawbs. It has Sandy Denny, who used to be with Fairfield Convention.
Is it Altec Lansing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that, yeah, I'm
What do
familiar
you
with
know about that?
Yeah, back in the 70s and 80s, they were really high-end stereo.
Okay.
And it's still pretty good stuff.
Okay. That's Adam B., my brother, who's helping me film this stuff.
Yeah. Is he playing clarinet, or is that a comedy album?
See, that's a good question. I don't think this Woody Allen album, my brother just asked me about that. There's no track listings on this album. You think if he was playing, okay, no, it's a comedy album because recorded live at Mr. Kelly's in Chicago. So Woody Allen is like my brother brought out, he does play clarinet, but since there's no track listings for songs, I think it's just a stand-up comedy routine. And it's a long one because there's no... this is Jazz Pasvinska. It just looks too fascinating to pass up. I believe this says Jazz from Sweden or something. And I can't wait to listen to this one. But like I said, I just purchased these, so I'm just kind of showing them to you. This is Psychotropical Berlin. This is La Femme. Recommended to me by a friend. He swore I would like it. Probably I would like it for the lady on the cover. I don't know. Maybe the music's good. Here's an album called Extraction. This is from Gary Wright. And Gary Wright's had a good long career, mostly noted for Dreamweaver and My Love Is Alive. Also, he was the lead singer to Spooky Tooth, which is an album I love. Here's somebody who we lost some time back. This is Dan Fogelberg's Souvenirs. Great voice. Released some good hits. Another Auld Lang Syne is one of his biggest hits. Leader of the band. This particular album I don't think had any top 40 hits, but nonetheless it's still good listening. And if you like the Eagles or kind of like John Denver kind of rock. Ricky Lee Jones released Pirates. I believe this was her second album. Very good record. Pretty much all her stuff is pretty good. If you like Joni Mitchell, you should like Ricky Lee Jones. I have no idea who Larry Hindley is. This is an album called Piece of Cake. I like to do blind purchases because I tell you what, a lot of times I discover some of my favorite music that way. There's a compilation called Freedom, and it's a 2-record set, and it's got The Who joined together, Jefferson Airplane, Volunteers, Barry McGuire, Eve of Destruction, Coven, 110 Soldier. That was the theme to the Billy Jack motion picture. But the one song in here, I just have a hard time figuring out why it's on there, is Taking Care of Business by Bachman Turner Overdrive. I'm under the impression that that was more of 70s than 60s, but I don't know. This compilation was put together. Okay, this is 1975 compilation, so okay. But it's a good record, by the way. Wet Willie is one of those groups that have what you would consider blue-eyed soul. Very, very soulful singers. Street Corner Serenade, the biggest hit. This is their first album, it's Wet Willie. And I love that cover. Very vibrant. And everyone remembers back in the day a song called Everything That You Do Will Come Back to You. This is from The Wetter the Better. I got this also on the same day that I got that one. And it's very unusual to find not only 2 Wet Willie albums in the bargain bin, but 3. That was just really crazy. This is Keep On Smiling. I love this record. And I believe this one came out in the early 70s. But I believe as a child, or as a young person, the first song I heard by Wet Willie was Keep On Smiling. But if you like the kind of blue-eyed soul sound, check out Wet Willie, you'll like them. From Canada, we have Gordon Lightfoot. I had not listened to this record yet, but I'm sure I'm going to like it because he's just a phenomenal performer and a great singer. James Taylor has a brother named Livingston Taylor, and he sounds like James. I'm surprised his career didn't go as far as James, but James Taylor is one of those, he's a true genius. Just phenomenal songwriter and singer. It would be hard for anybody to keep up with him. But this is no discredit to Livingston because in his own right, good singer. Okay, we're going to take a big deviation here. Van Halen. I love this.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to ask my brother here, where were you when you heard your first Van Halen song? Where did you hear
I
it?
think I was riding around in our brother Sean's Opel Manta. This is the album that got me interested in playing guitar.
Yes, and this guy...
other than you guys playing.
Right, but this guy here, he can play really good hammer-ons and everything. I remember when I first heard Van Halen was at Sound Warehouse in a shopping mall, and the song was Running with the Devil. And back then I was kind of a religious freak, and I heard that song, Run with the Devil, these are terrible people. But I liked it. Even while I was saying that, I thought, well, that's good though. But yeah, I'm beyond that.
Metaphor anyway. Isn't it?
Oh yeah, and even if it's not, I'm beyond that. I just think it's about good music.
Yeah.
But there is not a bad song in this album. Probably one of the best albums. And this is Kate Taylor. That's James Taylor's sister, I think. Pretty sure. Got that on the same day. It was right next to Livingston. Hey, what a surprise. I don't know. And it was right. Here we go. Haven't heard this one yet. This one fascinates me. Babyface. Strikes Back. I don't know what kind of music it is or whatever, but I just thought I'd show it to you because I got it recently. One of his most country-sounding albums. This is Neil Young's American Stars and Bars. I like this record a lot. I'm not sure when it came out, but I recently picked this up at the music store. I think. Never mind. If you have those, for those of you who have not listened to Neil Young, that small, tiny minority in the world, Harvest is a really good album to start with. It's got the songs Old Man, and I think this one, okay, I don't know what to say. I've run out of things to say. But the last album I'm going to show you, I think I showed this before, this is James Taylor and the Flying Machine, the precursor to his first album on Apple, which is a really good album. And if you want to listen to some really good James Taylor, Sweet Baby James is probably one of his best albums. In fact, probably one of the best albums ever. And it contains the song Fire and Rain. And if that song doesn't tug at your heartstrings, then you're dead. That's all I got to say. So anyway, I hope you get a chance to listen to some of the vinyl I showed you. Or perhaps if there's something you want to edify me about, please leave a comment, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I'll look forward to our next visit.